Hello friends, welcome to our channel Sukoon FM English. We are here to listen Secret Son-in-Law Shadow King story. Today we listen episode number 24. If you visit first time on our channel, please press the bell icon and subscribe button also. If you enjoy the story, please like, comment and share also. Let's begin story. Bakhtavar holding his broken arm and said in horror, such strength. To practice the wind whirling fist, Bakhtavar punched trees and rocks with his hand every day. Eventually, using the wind whirling fist, he could break even the hardest rock. Little did he know, he would be so unlucky that he would be facing a martial art master. He didn't not have enough strength to deal with this man standing in front of him. Bakhtavar, a 6 feet 2-inch tall and well built man, was defeated by a Samar unexpectedly with a single punch, and not only that. He flew even 7 or 8 meters from the force of the punch and fell backwards. Just then, some voices started coming. Lost! Boss lost! Bakhtavar's goons standing around were shocked, and there was complete disbelief in their eyes. One of the men said, how can boss lose like this? The other one also said in a surprised voice, the boss is very powerful. How can he lose to this weak looking boy? One of them even held his head and shaking his head said, what has happened? I am dreaming, or has our boss really lost? Saying this, he lightly slapped his face to see if he was asleep. Just then, the man standing near him said to him, yes, yes, our boss has lost and has flown 7 to 8 meters with a single punch and fallen back. In the eyes of all of them, Bakhtar was not their boss, but their master. They considered him the most powerful till now, and there was nothing wrong in this. Before, today he was the most powerful man in the whole of Indore. All the gangs of Indore used to tremble on hearing Bakhtawar's name. But now, a thin, handsome boy had defeated them with just one punch. They were surprised and surrounded by some unimaginable fear. Where did that guy man come from? They were sure that they had never seen him in Indore nor had heard by his name. But how was he so capable that he defeated Bakhtawar with one punch? Bakhtawar got angry seeing his man so surprised. He was looking even more cruel now and shouted loudly, what are you guys standing and watching like this? Go and kill him. He thought that if all of them attack together, Samar will not be able to withstand. So he asked his men to attack Samar together. He said to himself, so you think yourself very capable? I have more people to defeat you. Let's see what you will do now. So he looked at his men with even more cruelty and said, brothers, take my revenge, kill this man. Hearing Bakhtawar order, the goons around started shouting at Samar with sticks and beer bottles. Bakhtawar was their head. If someone killed him, then being his true followers, they should have taken revenge. In their hearts, no matter how capable Samar was, he was alone. But they were counted in dozens and had weapons too. It was easy for them to defeat this unnamed and skinny guy. As the saying goes, it is difficult for two hands to fight with four hands. No matter how capable someone was, he only had one pair of hands, whereas his opponent had hundreds of hands. How can be the two compared? Seeing Summer surrounded by a dozen of goons, Prachi panicked badly. Worry lines spread on her beautiful face. She said in worried tone, Samar, be careful. Samar stared at those goons without looking at Prachi and said, Prachi, you don't worry at all. They will not be able to do anything me. He looked at those goons with a cruel smile. His speed was faster than a lightning, and he immediately entered the midst of those thugs. Bang, bang, boom, boom. Summer was like a wolf attacking a herd of sheep, punching and kicking them one by one. Now there were shrill screams for those thugs. Some had their arms broken, some had their legs broken, and some had several teeth broken. In the blink of eye, dozens of men who looked fierce were all laying on the ground, covered in blood and moaning in pain. These thugs had never imagined that they could be loose, but the results were completely opposite to their imagination and were very cruel. They wanted to intimidate Samar and punish him for killing Bakhtawar by taking advantage of their large numbers. But they didn't know that no matter how big the flock was, for the Shadow King, they were just weak chickens. Prachi was shocked to see Samar's strength. She said in surprise, Samar, you are very powerful. Her mouth remained open in surprise and it seemed as if she had forgotten to close her mouth. She did not need to worry about Summer right now. These people could not compete with Summer at all. Summer was so powerful that Prachi fell in love with him. Prachi didn't know why she felt she seeing Summer's thin but muscular body. She felt as if butterflies were flying in her stomach. Her eyes sparkled. Summer's shirt was torn and seeing his muscles, her heart beat even faster. Any girl could become his fan after seeing this body. As the saying goes, heroes love beauties, but beauties also love heroes. Female animals have a natural attraction and admiration for strong male animals. This is determined by their genetic predispositions. Similarly, Prachi was happy and excited to see Summer's strength. But those gangsters were not happy. Their faces were pale with fear, and if their parents had died, no more than that, they were terrified. At the moment, Bakhtawar and all the gangsters were shocked and scared. They were filled with fear with after seeing Summer moves. One of them, trembling, said, "Oh, who is this?" It was nothing less than a miracle that one man defeated dozens of armed goons in the blink of eye. Bakhtawar knew that these men were not ordinary goons. They used to fight often. They were very strong martial arts fighters. Many of them were at stage 1 of level 2. There are total of 3 levels in martial art and each level has 3 stages. People take years of to cross the first level, but seeing Summer's fighting skills, Bakhtawar felt that he must be a martial art master. He was sure that even a level 3 fighters could not defeat his men like this. Although most of his men were at stage 3 of levels 1, many of them were on the verge of crossing stage 1 of level 2. Granted, those men were nothing in front of level 3 men, but given their numbers, even a level 3 man could not stand against them. Still, a thin, lean looking boy defeated all these men in a minute. What will he if he was not a devil? Despite being thin, Summer had a good body. Seeing his taut muscles and the way he fought, Bakhtawar's eyes were filled with fear and regret. If he had known this man was so dangerous, he could have quietly given 1 crore rupees. But now that all this happened because of him, he could not do anything. Looking at his pale face, it was clear that he was regretting his actions. Suddenly, they heard a soft voice from behind. Don't move, anyone! Everyone raise your hands. And then a beautiful policewoman entered the tree with a gun pointed at her. She had pointed her gun at Summer and Pakhtawar. Summer turned around and saw that the beautiful policeman woman was none other than Jia Shekhawat. Summer frowned. A glimpse of surprise was visible in his eyes. Jia was also shocked to see her. Shocked, both of them said together, "Hey, you! What are you doing here?" Summer was looking at Jia in surprise. Then Jia started at him and said, "So you are the bastard who was over speeding on the bike? You did not stop even after seeing the police and run away. This time I will also see who saves you from my hands." Summer did not understand anything she said, so he said in surprise, "What? Me? When did I try to run away, and why would I run away?" But then Jiga stared at Summer ruthlessly after seeing Bakhtawar and his men laying on the ground and asked in a cold voice, "Whether you run away or not, we will talk about that later. Now you tell me, what was happened to these men laying on the ground?" And then, looking at Bakhtawar's hand, she said, "His hand is also broken." She had definitely come to know Summer very well. The last time she saw Summer, she was with him in the hotel. The two without clothes. Although nothing had happened between them, Summer had seen her without clothes, because of which she was very angry with Summer. Summer rolled with his eyes and thought to himself, "This girl always gets in my way. This time I will some fun with her." Deciding to tease Zia, Summer said to her, "Darling, you are pointing a gun at your own husband. Do you want to kill your husband? I am very sad to see this." Summer made a face as if he was very sad and disappointed. While saying this, his act looked very realistic. But Jia was very angry after hearing his words. Jia was speechless. Her heart was roaring with anger. She said to himself, "My husband? When did you become my husband? We got married and I didn't even know." She understood that this man is very shameless. She knew before that Summer is a rude man, but she never thought that he would be so shameless. He was flirting with him in front of many people. She was not able to tolerate this at all. She will have to teach this man a tough lesson. Jia's face had turned red. She was clenching her white teeth. Her beautiful eyes were filled with anger. She looked at Samar angrily and said, "Which husband? What kind of husband? And whose husband? Who is your wife? If you keep talking nonsense like this, I will break your face." That raging fire was like a flame, which was desperate to burn the man standing in front of her. Then Summer said, putting his face, "Zia, you were with me in the same hotel, in the same room. Don't deny this, otherwise my heart will break. I am angry with you." Summer acted as if he had been wronged, as if the girl standing in front of him had done a lot of injustice to him. Seeing his innocent face and hearing his words, everyone present there became sad. His acting was definitely very good. He should have got at least an Oscar award for this acting. The two constables standing behind the Zia gave her a weird look. Was it true that their violent and beautiful inspector was the wife of the guy in front of them? Both were ready to gossip in their hearts. Although their own inspector was transferred to the traffic police term, her senior officer had just ordered her to join the crime branch again from yesterday. So when the two met Zia on Elijah Road a while ago, they had come with her. Zia frowned her eyebrows. A serious look was visible on her pretty face, and she angrily shouted at Samar, "Tie your hands behind your head and get down on your knees right now." Dozens of people were laying on the ground, some with broken arms, some with broken legs. If looked like someone had beaten them brutally, it was a big crime, and the person could be sentenced at least 7 years for this. Although Zia didn't know what the connections was between Summer and this gang. She was sure that the injured people must have some connections with this boy. Because expect Summer and the girl standing behind him, everyone else was injured and fell on the ground. Looking at the beautiful and gentle girl, it was clear that she could not kill these goons, and the only one left apart from the girl was this shameless man. So, in Zia's eyes, Summer was at the top of the prime suspect list. Zia took out of the gun and reached Summer. She pointed the gun at the forehead and said angrily, I am giving you 3 seconds. Put your hand up and get on your knees. And if you don't do this, I will shoot you. However, her threats had no effect on Summer. He was just smiling and looking at without any fear. He was directly provoking Zia. Zia was also angry. It was even more infuriating that Summer challenged her in front of many people. Her pretty face turned tomato red with anger. So was a policewoman. Summer behavior and undoubtedly hurt her dignity. Jia's soft and pretty hand was shaking a little while holding the gun. She was afraid that it was she was a little careless, the gun might fire. Yet she threatened Summer one more time, saying, if you don't put your hands up, I will shoot you. Honestly, she didn't want to do this, but Summer behavior had really made him very angry. The smile on Summer's face disappeared when she was Jia's finger on the trigger. Summer pulled back her hand and said in a cold voice, I hate people who pointed gun at me. I gave you a chance to put the gun down. He didn't like Jia pulling a gun on him at all, and the people who had pulled a gun on him in the past went to hell. Luckily, he knew Jia, and he had seen her like that himself that day. There was a little guilt after all, otherwise, she would have been dead. Hearing Summer's threat, Jia's beautiful face showed anger. Summer had threatened a police inspector. If police come to know about this, they will laugh at him. Just then a loud sound came. Jia's hand shook in anger and the bullet was fired. The bullet passed by Summer's side and went straight to back wall. There was only a distance of 4 centimeters between Summer and the bullets. If Summer had no moved from this place, the bullets would have hit him directly on the forehead. Summer rolled his eyes angrily and thought to himself, this retarded girl actually shoot at me. This girl is really crazy. How dare she shoot at me? Just then Jia threatened him once again and said, raise your hands even now. Otherwise, the next bullet will hit you directly on the forehead. Summer got angry after hearing her threat. He said to himself, it seems that until I teach you a lesson, you will not stop any antics. Thinking this, a devil's smile came on his face. He moved towards Jia in anger. Jia got a little scared seeing Summer coming towards with her a devil's smile. Summer smiles seems very dangerous to her, but still, hiding her nervousness, she said in a slightly stern voice, Summer, don't look, resist, stop, raise your hand, and don't act crazy. She was saying this, but at the same time, she was moving back. She felt as if a wolf was coming towards her. She got goosebumps out of fear. Summer completely ignored Jia's threat and kept moving towards her. Although Jia's face was delicate and beautiful and she was a little violent, but she was a sensual girl from inside. Zia got a little scared seeing Summer coming close to her. She always felt that this man was dangerous. Then suddenly Summer disappeared from in front of her. She said in surprise, "Where did he disappear? And how? He was right here just now." Where he goes, Summer friends. Can you imagine? If you enjoy the story, please like, comment, and share in your groups also.